Picture this scenario. You want to follow the beautiful tradition of lighting a lamp at home. And you live in a place like the US, where in some areas there is daylight until 8:30 p.m. or even later. In fact, on my recent visit to Paris, the sky was bright even at 9:30 p.m. Alternatively, if you are living in Alaska as an example, where there is a 24-hour daylight for several days. In these circumstances, when exactly are you supposed to light that lamp? I get this question constantly. And in reality, it used to confuse me too. I never knew what would be the time. The traditional advice says dawn and dusk, morning and evening. But what happens when the dusk is at 10 p.m.? Or if the dusk is at 4 p.m.? Are we supposed to wait that long or go early? Today I'm going to solve this puzzle for you using the actual wisdom from the Upanishads. And trust me, the answer is way more intelligent and practical than you might think. But first, let's address the obvious question. Why bother with oil lamps and why bother to light a lamp or a candle when we have electric lights everywhere? Here's what's beautiful about this tradition. That small flame isn't about just lighting up a room. In our Upanishads, it represents the supreme light, the divine spark that exists within each one of us. When you light a lamp, you're actually creating a moment where you step out of distraction and into focus. Hence, in the Upanishad, it is said, "Lead me from darkness to light." That's exactly what this practice of lighting a lamp is about. Using physical light to remind us of our spiritual illumination. This is why, even in a temple, even if the main door of the temple is closed, for the deity is closed, a lamp is still left burning outside the main door. The Upanishads have entire mantras, hymns dedicated to Agni, the deity of fire. This isn't just ritual for the sake of ritual. It's about creating conscious moments of connections in our daily lives. So traditionally, when do we light a lamp? Well, there are 5 key moments where you should light a lamp. We are still on the tradition side. We haven't come to the early sunset or the late sunset period yet. So the 5 key moments are dawn, welcoming the new day during the morning with morning prayers. Dusk, the most important time called Sandhya, the twilight transition. Then you light a lamp during prayers whenever we are doing a puja or whenever we are offering rituals, before meals as a sign of gratitude, and of course special occasions such as festivals, ceremonies or welcoming guests. Out of these 5, the dawn and dusk are the universal constants across all in the Hindu traditions. Now here is where Sanskritam or Sanskrit gives us incredible insight into the real meaning behind these timings. Morning is called Pratah Kala. Pratah means coming forth, Kala means time, so it translates to the time when light comes forth. Not 6 a.m. or 7 a.m., but light when it emerges in your specific location and when it comes forth. Evening, the evening time has 2 beautiful terms. Sayam coming from the root to mean settle down or bind down. It is when the day's activities wind down or settle down. And Sandhya meaning the junction or the joining, that magical moment when day and night meet. Now notice something here with the definitions. These aren't clock times. They describe energy transitions. Here is where it gets interesting for those of us living outside of India. Now, in India, sunrise and sunset are relatively consistent throughout the year, with only slight variations maybe. So, the traditional timing of dawn and dusk, or the traditional meaning of dawn and dusk, works beautifully. But step outside of the geographical zone, and everything changes. In New York, sunset ranges from 4:30 p.m. in winter to probably 8:30 p.m. in summer. In Northern Europe, we are talking about 10 p.m. sunsets. In Alaska, if you live there, you might have continuous daylight 24 hours for months together. So what do? Wait until 10 p.m. to light a lamp, or light a lamp at 3:30 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon? That makes no sense for most people's daily rhythms. This is where the Upanishads reveal their true genius. They provide us with principles, not rigid rules. What is an intelligent solution then? One that combines tradition and one that combines the Upanishad meaning. Here is the approach that honors tradition while working in real life. For late sunsets, when the sun doesn't set, let us say until 8, 9 or 10 p.m., focus on your personal energy transition. Light your lamp when you naturally shift from day's activities to evening moods. For most people, as you know, this happens between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m., regardless of the time of the year or the sun's position. This is when you are slowly winding down in that 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Think about it. That's when you are embodying the true meaning of Sayam, settling down, winding down the day's work. The sun might still be up, but your internal rhythm is transitioning. Now, when it's early sunset in the winter months, let us say in New York, when it gets dark by 4:30 or 5, then you can follow the natural twilight, which is the Sandhya moment, which is the twilight, the transition. Let me give you a concrete example. If you're in New York in the summer and let's say sunset is around 7 or 8 p.m., but the sky is still bright, light your lamp around 5:30 or 6 when you're transitioning from work mode to evening relaxation. In New York during the winter, when it is dark by 4:30 or 5, you can actually light it closer to twilight or the Sandhya moment. In Northern Europe, with those crazy late sunsets, like I was in Paris where it was bright even at 9:30 in the night, definitely don't wait. Create your own Sandhya moment around probably 6 p.m. And for extreme cases like Alaska, with 24-hour daylight, focus completely on your internal rhythm. Perhaps the same time each day that marks your personal evening transition. The beautiful insight here is that Sandhya isn't just about the sun's position. It is about the transition of energies both in nature and within ourselves. What I love about this approach is how it reveals the sophistication of our ancient wisdom in the Upanishads. They do not provide us with mechanical rules to follow, or they don't ask us to believe in things blindly. They're giving us intelligent principles that we can adopt based on our circumstances. The lamp lighting practice isn't about marking time on a calendar. It's about creating sacred moments. Whether you call it Pratah Kala, Madhyana or Sayam or Sandhya, you are creating connection points. Moments where you pause and remember something more profound than your daily routine. And this is universally applicable. The regularity matters more than perfect timing. The consciousness you bring to these moments, to those issues of the moment, is more than astronomical accuracy or some blind ritual. The intention matters, my friend, more than rigid rule following. Spirituality is about intention and action. Now, some families maintain a beautiful 3-part rhythm. Morning, when they start the day, they light a lamp. Midday, around lunch, before having lunch, they light a lamp. And evening, when they when they wind down. Others focus just on the morning and evening if they particularly have to go to work outside. Discover what brings sustainable meaning to your household, your sampradaya. Now, here's your final practical takeaway. Honor the spirit of the tradition while adapting intelligently to your unique reality. Remember what those terms mean. Pratah Kala, when light comes forth in your life. Sayam, when things settle down. Create a rhythm that suits your location, lifestyle, and family needs. Whether that's lighting a lamp at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. or following the actual sunset, the key is consistency and consciousness. Our Upanishads give us a framework of wisdom, not a rigid schedule. Use it intelligently, and this simple practice becomes a beautiful anchor in your day. No matter, of course, where in the world you live. And if this video finally has helped clarify things for you, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos. Explore the practical ways to apply Upanishadic teachings in modern life. I believe in a world of faith and not fear. I believe there is no place for blind rituals. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Stay healthy and stay blessed.